So I really didn't take it too serious until last year we got into some heavy things.
So last year you turned into from a hobby into a business. What was the craziest transition for you?
Contracts.
Okay.
When I did my first contract, it was with JFK JFK Airport. Doing a contract with them was something I've never done before, even contracts with anyone with my business. But for me personally, I respect the hustle of contracts because it's easier to do an event for JFK,
Yes.
bigger quantities and tons more money. You're not working as much as doing a singular cake, which is going to take a lot of time and energy, and it's not as much money. So contracts work well. And from JFK, Air Canada saw my work and hired me through their channel. And I did an Air Canada event. Yeah. And then this year, I recently did an event for Macy's for Mother's Day, which was beautiful. I made their custom cupcakes, which had their logo and had Happy Mother's Day.
That was cool.
And it was for all of their women in their team. So it's a very high moment for me. Definitely a milestone. I will say that contracts work very well. If anyone's getting into business, definitely try to get into that contract work.
Yes.
Because that's heavy where the money is. And it's not as much labor, especially when you're doing baking.
So about this transition, what was your most exciting or scariest moment?
Most exciting moment for me was, I think, establishing that I actually wanted to do my business. I actually wanted to have a business and have it projected in a way where people can come to me and say, yeah, I want what you have to offer. And so like my first real order was exciting for me because it was a wedding. I never did a wedding cake before. It was a beautiful Caucasian couple that got married somewhere in Long Island, and they wanted a geo cake. Again, never done any of this work before, but best believe that cake came out beautiful. Best believe she called me back for her anniversary to make another cake for her because I create quality. One of my fearful or scariest moments, you asked?
Yes.
That's a good question. Scariest moment was I did have an order for another wedding, and unfortunately, something happened to the cake on the way to the venue where I had to turn back around and rebake the cake. So I had to apologize to the bride and groom for the delay of the cake, but something took place where the cake was no longer together.
What happened?
And so, when you're transporting cakes as a new baker, as me learning everything, the cake actually did not have a dowel. So when you're putting stacks of cake together,